It's that time again, y'all. You have just tuned in for another episode of Dinner and a Movie. So typically, my dinner and a movie episodes, the dinner has to relate to the movie somewhat. So for example, Do the Right Thing, pizza. Chinese Connection, lo mein. You see what I'm saying? But I really want to watch Bustin' Loose with Richard Pryor. This is a classic that I've loved since I was a shorty, and I just wanted to watch this. And I had a taste for some of my famous cheese stuff, Meatloaf. Meatloaf and Bustin' Loose have nothing to do with each other, but damn it, I'm craving the both of them, and here we go, I'm doing this shit. This is what I'm using to make my meatloaf and mashed potatoes, and yes, I'm being lazy today. I was gonna make these from scratch, but I just didn't feel like it. I'm being lazy. So yeah, to those that really don't feel like making them from scratch, these are the way to go. If you have to do the bagged potatoes, you go with these. For people that really can't cook, that can burn water, go with these, man, to help you out. First things first, gotta wash them hands. I'm gonna put the oven to 375. I'm gonna let that preheat some. For my meatloaf, I use stovetop stuffing, okay? Some people use breadcrumbs, some use bread. They take the bread and chop the bread up or whatever. But to me, I think the best tasting meatloaf is when you add the stovetop to there. Yeah, just mix a little ketchup in there. And now I'm gonna take these small hands of mine that my cousin picks on me and says my hands are small, but whatever. They small, but they strong. Dig your hands up in there. Oh yeah. Do you hear that dead flesh going between my fingers? Yeah. So I just want to take a minute to talk about Bustin' Loose. This is definitely Richard Pryor. Well, this is my personal favorite Richard Pryor movie. Now, if you say Richard Pryor's funniest movie, I would say Which Way Is Up. That was definitely his funniest, but Bustin' Loose just always has a special place with me. This is one of those movies where I tortured my father with, because when I was a kid, it came on Showtime, and I watched it, and I was hooked. And every time it came on Showtime, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, I was watching Bustin' Loose. So it took my father a long time before he watched the movie again. He did used to like it. So Pop, I apologize, man, but you know, I'm just that type of person. If there's something that I really like, I will watch the shit out of it. There's movies that I've seen so many times I can't even count, and the people in my life that that had to endure my favorite films, I apologize to y'all. So that is just a big wad of dead flesh. You know what this actually kind of looks like? Do you ever watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon from back in the day? Remember that brain, Krang? Doesn't that kind of look like Krang a little bit? I'm not making this appetizing at all, am I? I'm supposed to make this look appetizing. I'm talking about a talking brain and dead flesh and shit. But I think you're gonna like the final product. So this is where I add the cheese. So I'm spreading this out right now. I think you can see it pretty good. Okay. This is the most hardest and challenging part of making this whole meal. Shit. And that's what I'm talking about right there, y'all. My cheese stuffed famous meatloaf in this mud sucker. Yeah. Look at that cheesy goodness. I'm about to take a bite of this shit. Hope I don't burn my tongue. Hold up. So y'all, I made it in front of the screen here. Finally got it done. Yeah, this is good, y'all. Oh, burned my fucking tongue. Yeah, it's still really hot. Yeah, and I'm just enjoying this freaking movie right here, y'all. This is like Richard Pryor at his best.
Braxton, I think it would be marvelous if you just read a book for a change.
Marvelous, my ass. I ain't sleeping on no goddamn bus.
How come you ain't take me fishing?
What the hell's wrong with you? Take you where? What? Let the bear pee in your pocket. Leave me alone.
Yeah, before Eddie, Richard was the guy. It's just kind of sad that, you know, his film career never really took off like that. Now, don't get me wrong, he's had some good films, like, well, most of his good films came in the 70s, all right? He had Which Way Is Up, Silver Streak, Car Wash, Lady Sings the Blues, but then the 80s, I don't know what happened in the 80s. Well, this movie was 81, and then he messed around and did Superman 3, The Toy, Critical Condition, very forgettable films in the 80s, and that's where Eddie's career really took off. So I'm pretty sure there was some resentment with Richard towards Eddie, because Eddie became like a superstar and Richard kind of, you know, became forgotten about. But this movie here, Bustin' Loose, one of my all-time favorites. I can watch this over and over again. Hilarious how you be cursing them kids out. Yeah, this came out pretty good, y'all. This came out pretty good, but I'm gonna be honest, I probably shouldn't let it cook as long. I think I probably let it cook a little too long, because I think I cooked most of the juices out of it. But overall, this shit was on point. Even though this film is really funny, but it also has a lot of heart. I think that's the reason why I really connect with this film, because this film has a lot of heart and some heartbreaking stuff too, because these kids that he's driving to Seattle, because, you know, spoilers, the whole point of Bustin' Loose is that these troubled kids, well, Cicely Tyson's over these troubled kids, and she wants to take them to her parents' farm in Seattle to give them a new beginning, you know, a fresh start. And these kids have some problems, man. Pyromaniac, one of them was forced into prostitution. You know what I'm saying? One kid, you know, was really abused by his father and, you know, just really messed up. And yeah, some heartbreaking shit, man. So yeah, at first, you know, it's funny because he goes off on these kids, but then he gets a connection with them, and it just, you know, I just love this movie. So anyways, y'all, that's Dinner in a Movie. Have you seen Bustin' Loose? What is your favorite moment? What is your favorite Richard Pryor movie? Who's your favorite comedian of all time? Comment freely below. Thank you for watching. As always, this is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.